Smell it.
It's a combination of low-fat mozzarella and provolone. It's more of a New York style. Careful.
Hey, 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 it's your girl, the Food Truck Lady. So I am in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, in the Metroplex, and I am visiting my second pizza truck, okay? Been doing it since 2013. Second time visiting a pizza truck. Can you see it behind me? And it's a Sprinter van. I'm excited. Because listen, some of us girlies, we don't want to drive big food trucks. We want a Sprinter van. So let's go meet the owner of it. I'm ready. Ah!
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm just gonna thank you. Oh, you know I'm tall, my long legs. All right, look at it. I'm just showing. Ooh. Oh, look, you already have a pizza ready. People are already here ordering food.
Oh my God, yeah. Somebody just came and ordered two full pies, so I gotta make a couple more real quick. Keep cooking, and I literally thought of an idea today. A friend of mine owns the barbecue place down the end. I said, I'm gonna try to make a barbecue brisket pizza.
Ooh.
Never done before, so I got a little brisket from him, and I figure everywhere I go, there's gonna be a barbecue place because we're in Texas. So we're gonna try this.
Okay. I have to try this one, okay?
Oh my God, yeah.
So I've had brisket nachos. My friend has been inviting me to a place that has brisket pizza. I have not gone, so this will be my very first one.
Yeah, I've never seen it before. Like, we're gonna try it. And his brisket is unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So.
I love some brisket. I'm a Texas girl. So David, tell me your story.
Oh my gosh.
You've been a food truck owner.
Owner, almost exactly 8 months only. Yeah.
You're a baby.
I'm from corporate. I spent over 30 years in corporate America doing marketing, promotions, advertising. Last job I had was senior director of multicultural marketing for Bacardi.
Oh, nice.
And
Bacardi, good job.
Yeah. So I've worked at some pretty great companies with wonderful people. And A, got burnt out. B, they shifted directions.
Okay.
So I got impacted like 2 years ago and took some time off and spoke to a good friend of mine in Houston. And he had the concept of a pizza food truck. And I said, well, I'm looking for investments and things to do, so in my time off. So I became an investment partner of his and helped him put together the first Naughty Slices food truck.
So is the first one in Houston, Texas?
First one's in Houston, Texas, and I'm just a investment partner in that one.
Okay.
So I helped him build it out, made all the mistakes together, learned everything about building food trucks from the ground up, got that one launched, and then decided now I really need something to do. So I decided to go out on my own and went all in, invested a bunch, and got my own food truck.
So what year was this when you were building out the one in Houston? Because I'm in Houston. I need to find you guys.
Yeah. So it was about a year and a half ago in Houston.
Okay, a year and a half ago.
Yeah, so it took about 8 months to build that and get it on the road. And then when I decided to do this in April of last year, I found an amazing builder, JRS Food Trucks in Houston.
JRS Custom Food Truck Builders. That's one of my food truck partners.
That's my guy.
Yes, Allah.
So, Allah.
Yes.
So he built this in about 8 weeks,
Good
2 days
job.
ahead of schedule. And so, like I said, I decided to go all in. So I'm 100% owner of this one. And I've been on the road about almost 8 months.
Okay.
After I helped with the Houston truck, before I decided to do this one, I decided to make some real big changes in the type of pizza I was going to have and a few things, which is a long story. But the main difference is we have a different kind of crust in Houston, a par-baked crust in Houston, and I wanted to get a real crust in Dallas. So it took me about 3 months, started from scratch, and learned everything I could possibly learn about pizza, making pizza, and it's a really funny story. I live in a high-rise apartment downtown, and my wife was very surprised one day when I said that, hey, I just bought a pizza oven, this oven right there, and I put it in my apartment.
Wow.
And every night, every single night, all I did was learn how to stretch dough, make pizzas, and it was a disaster.
Okay, so let me tell you what I'm hearing though. What I'm loving, David, because I have, so again, 13 years of working with food trucks. So many people just jump in.
Oh.
What you did was you did research, like literally, I mean, but also you're in marketing. So you did what we call R&D, some research and development. And you took your time and then you took it home with you and you kept developing and developing and developing. So good kudos to you. I tell a lot of people, you know, before you want to start a food truck, you need to shadow a food truck owner. What are your thoughts on that?
No, 100%. 100%. Lots of things. Number one, and you know, maybe one of the questions, nobody understands how much work that goes into owning a food truck. Like literally. This is my favorite part. I get to make pizzas and I get to sell in a few minutes, make people happy. But 80% of what I do is getting ready and prepping and cleaning and cleaning
Say that
and
again.
cleaning.
What percentage?
But 80%,
80%
is behind the scenes, and nobody realizes getting food. You know, when you're just starting out, you probably don't have, you know, a distributor that's going to deliver your small weekly order. So going out to the distributor, picking up product every week. So, you know, I was lucky because after, again, many years in corporate marketing, you know, I had a little bit saved up and decided to do it. So the one other thing I tell somebody is really be careful when you want to buy used equipment and used food trucks, because I know I'm blessed, but I decided to go brand new. And talk about the research. It took me about over 2 months to find this vehicle because I know I wanted a.
Is this a Ford or a Mercedes or a Chevrolet?
Neither. This is a Ram, Dodge.
It's a Dodge Ram. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've seen. Okay, so I've seen Mercedes, I've seen Fords. Okay, I know Dodge Ram made these as well. So let me ask you this, David, if you're comfortable sharing on camera, for someone who wants a Sprinter van, ballpark, what should they be? And I know it depends on equipment, right? Because if I'm making cookies, if I'm doing something else with fryers, you don't have any of that in here.
Right.
Ballpark, what would you say the range they should be ready to invest in their food truck to get a Sprinter van?
Well, there's two things. One is getting the van itself, and the other thing is the build out.
Correct.
So if you want to go brand new, you're probably looking at $40,000 to $50,000 brand new for the vehicle. And then the build out, depending on the equipment and everything, probably another $40,000 to $50,000 for the build out of it after you get it. Maybe $30,000 to $50,000 at the build out. I designed it. It took me a long time to sit down and scratch about what I wanted to do. Because again, we have another truck, but I wanted to do it different because I knew I was going to stretch the dough myself. So I needed some room to stretch and prep. I know that I needed, you know, a freezer because I have all frozen meats here. And I know I needed a tall refrigerator because the most important thing I do, the most important thing in my food truck is in this box. It's my dough.
Okay.
So, and it's real dough, so it has to be refrigerated. This is cool.
Ooh, look at that brisket pizza.
Oh my God, so excited.
Look at this. Okay. So David, fun fact.
Yes.
When I tell you I'm a fat on the inside, love to eat, okay? I'm a fat, I love to eat. I intentionally do not eat. I had a lettuce wrap today, so I could eat your food.
Good, excellent. I can't wait for
But
you
I
to
do
try the
want to
pizza.
ask you, so
Yes.
and though I've been in the industry for 13 years, working with different food truck owners across the nation, across the globe, I actually have had very few in Dallas, all right? So you ready for my question?
I'm ready.
To piggyback on David. Tell me about the permitting process in Dallas. And that's why I haven't had many clients here, because the permitting process here
Oh boy.
has been.
Oh boy. So number one, and a big thing I learned, especially in Houston building out, you have to understand the permitting process before you build your truck.
Pause. Say that again, because I want everybody in the back to hear you. Say that again.
You have to understand the permitting process before you build your truck.
Hold on, I'm going to come stand by you.
Okay.
Come over here, brother. Okay, so David just said you have to understand the permitting process. And why that's important.
Because if you don't pass inspection, you're done.
And so let me tell you what he's telling you without telling you. What he is saying is a lot of times people go and purchase brand new or even used food trucks. They did not go see what the requirements were in their municipality. Then they try to go and get this food truck permitted. And then they're like, oh, David, your 3-compartment sink is supposed to be 15 by 15 by 12, and it's 10 by 10 by 10. We can't pass you. So takeaway really quickly, I'm going to put it back on him, but takeaway is you absolutely must get the permitting paperwork first. Go to your municipality, see what's required. Then you go look for a truck. That's the secret, David.
The big secret is, again, it's a process, and it's planning, and it's really thinking it through. So plan what you want, plan the vehicle, find the builder, find the person who's going to build the truck for you. And if you get a really good one, they will contact the local market, because like my builder builds for trucks all over the country. So I knew, because I did all the research, but they would call. I had the biggest question. My biggest question is there a legal requirement of how wide an aisle has to be? And so we couldn't figure it out. I even asked him to call Dallas. So you have to know everything about the permitting process before you start to build. Otherwise, if you don't pass, the sink's a great example. You can't just put another sink in here. You literally have to do all the pipes again. And by the way, our food truck builder's so cool. This is my 3-compartment sink. We put extra shelf on top of it just so I have extra workspace. But everything's at the code in the sink here.
3-compartment work sink. For those who don't know, this is a requirement in any kitchen, a restaurant, fast food, or food truck. Yeah, so it's so funny that you mentioned that. Because, okay, wait a minute. I can't stop looking at this brisket.
Oh, my gosh.
What, are we putting some pickles and onions? Purple onions on this bad boy?
Let me do a little bit with onions. That's a good idea. I hadn't thought about that for this.
Think about how we eat our brisket. Ooh. Listen, for those of you who are watching and who don't live in Texas, listen. We love our brisket, okay? We absolutely love our brisket. So I can't wait to see this piece. Listen, if David got some chip, David have some purple onions.
I do, actually.
Okay. Yes.
Everything's fresh on the truck. I cut my vegetables every day, shop every day for them, cut vegetables every day. And
you go to the store every single day, David?
Every day.
Oh my God.
Every single day.
David, now you know you can, honey. We can produce. We can. Is not a better system for you?
You know, for me, for example, I use mushrooms on a pizza.
Okay.
Mushrooms just don't hold.
That's true. Mushrooms
I don't care what. So, and I'm from New York. I like shopping. I like.
You were a New Yorker?
I'm a New Yorker.
So you go to the supermarket. You don't go to the grocery store like we call it in the South.
Yeah. Excuse me, but it's just gonna be a little warm, but it's okay.
Move out of your way. Okay. My head is big.
Sorry.
Getting this on camera, I'm not sure. I am, yay.
All right. We are good to go for a minute. So we make the pizzas, you know, depending on where I am, depending on how many we're going to make in advance, and then we put it in one of the couple warmers I have, and then people come up. Primarily, we sell by the slice.
Now, this is New York style pizza?
Yes. So people come up, ask for a slice. I'll put it in the oven, warm it for about a minute, get a little crisp on it, and serve it out the window.
Come
1, 2, 3.
I love it. So, David, now I'm not going to lie to you. 30 plus years in corporate, plus some other endeavors.
Yes.
So let's, okay, I don't want to ask your age. Good guys never tell. But I do want to ask you, because I do have people, I have an aunt right now. She's like, I want to start a food truck. And this is what I always tell her. I'm like, Auntie, you're 60. You need to see first, you're the shadow of a food truck owner. And you need to see if you can work in the heat.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I would say here.
Yeah.
If she was in Denver, if she was in Alaska, I'd say, hey, you need to see if you can work in the cold, right? So for you, I'm going to assume, let's just say 50 plus crowd. Do you think that's an okay age to start a truck?
It's less about the age and more about your health.
Ooh.
Because I'm 55 plus. Let's go there, right? And I have a couple of health issues, let's say. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it. And I just didn't know the physical demands. So it is, like I said, that 80% of prep work, it is lifting. Like, it's crazy what you have to do demand-wise, not to mention the heat and the cold. Last week it was, gosh, I was out in an event. It was less than 32 degrees with a wind. Sleet was coming down. So in the morning you have to do things. So the weather and your health make a lot to do with if you should jump in or not.
Ooh, I like that. So age is not, it's not the age.
No.
Because you're right, you could be 25 years old and can you lift all this equipment?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so David, you're like me. Well, I don't have 30 years in corporate marketing, but I have 20. Don't listen, hold on, let me put the camera on me. Listen, I can tell, listen, you see my gray hairs? That's what y'all did to me in marketing. No, but it's always been in food, which I'm so grateful for, which is why I love to do what I do for food trucks. Because when I think back, David, it's so funny when you look at your history. I just laughed and said I worked at Pizza Hut in college. My favorite job in undergrad was Sonic.
Oh yeah, okay.
I loved it.
Okay.
Honey, when you're 16, when you're 18,
oh my God,
making $86 in tips, being a car hop when you're in undergrad. Okay.
That's amazing.
And I worked my first corporate job was for the organic sweetener company. But I want to ask you about let me put the camera back on you, about your culinary background. So you've been in marketing. When were you dibbling and dabbling in the kitchen?
I wasn't.
You weren't?
Nobody, not a single friend can believe what I'm doing.
Get your mic. Okay.
Nobody.
Nobody can believe that.
And then when they taste it, they're like, what? Like, they didn't know. No one knew. And the fact is, when I started the truck in Houston with a partner, remember, I was just an investor. So from a marketing point of view, he had already started it, loved the guy to death. He had already started it, but when I came in, I looked at legal, I looked at finance, I looked at all those things. We had to change the name. This wasn't the original name.
So you were operations as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's a guy, one of my best friends in the world, Dave Anderson in Houston. He owns a bunch of stuff, including restaurants and bars and this and that. And he has a chef. Chef Dominic Lee is one of his partners. And I said, Dave, let me talk to Chef, because I want a real chef perspective on what we're trying to do to help us cost things out and to help us design things in Houston. So Chef Dom came in. That's where we tested all the product, all the different crusts, all the different cheese, all the different sauces. And my partner, I learned that day, picked all the ingredients from Chef Dom. I still wasn't into cooking. This was just, to be an investor there, but I wanted to make sure we did it right. So then when I came to Dallas, I decided to change a few things up.
Okay, so you came back to Dallas and changed some things up. But let me ask you this before we go into that. I love how you said we tested the cheese.
Mm-hmm.
We tested. Oh, let me get over here. Hold on.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. I'm just gonna climb.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, brisket. How much time we have left? How much time we have?
About 3 minutes.
About 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Said you guys were testing the cheese, testing the crust.
Mm-hmm.
Testing it by farmers markets, going to different areas. How are you testing it?
So Chef Dom is one of the best chefs, definitely in Houston and in the country. So we went to his test kitchen, and he works as a distributor. He brought in probably 6 different cheeses, 4 or 5 different crusts, different sauces, and we literally went one by one with all the different cheeses that he can get his hands on through his distributor, because he's a chef. And so then we decided to pick even the pepperoni. We had 3 or 4 different types of pepperoni, or 2 or 3 different types of pepperoni we tried. So, and then we came to consensus and built out the original Naughty Slices pizza for Houston.
Love it. So while we're waiting on your pizza to finish, your brisket pizza, I'm so excited. Ooh, you have some cilantro. Okay, let me stop being greedy. So if you had to give advice to an aspiring food truck owner, someone who's been thinking about it, David, for 5-10 years and have never, something's always scared them. Corporate is comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Guaranteed money is.
Yeah.
Because the little game we play is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What advice would you give them in your 8 months of owning a food truck?
Make sure your money's right. It takes money to invest. And number 2, no matter how long you think it's going to take longer. The build-out's going to take longer. Everything's going to take longer. And number 3, I'm going to say something that may be contrary to you and everybody else. I honestly don't believe in business plans, because I've done so many and they're never right. So be really be careful. Yes, so the advice is do a business plan, but don't live or die by it.
Let me add to him. Wait, so I'm sitting in the front seat. Oh, wait, you gotta get this pizza. Okay, so
first ever brisket pizza.
First ever brisket pizza on a
With a little bit of red onions for Misty.
Oh, that cheese. What cheese did you use? It smells good.
Yeah, cheese is really special.
Oh, I could smell it.
It's a combination of low-fat mozzarella and provolone. It's more of a New York style. Careful.
David, what slice you want me to try? I can only try one slice, David. Listen, I'm getting older. I cannot eat all these carbs, honey.
Well, it's either this or a Naughty Slice. I say this because I literally swear to goodness I just thought of it today. And like I said, I bought brisket down the way with a friend, and I said, let me try it. So I want you to try this, and we do 6 very large slices.
I love New York style pizza, okay? Like, I don't want a Chicago deep dish. I want the nasty, greasy New York style. So this makes me so happy. Look at myself. Okay, can I let it cool off?
Absolutely, please.
Okay.
It's better. Let the cheese settle a little bit.
Okay, so no culinary background whatsoever.
And the funny thing is my dad was a chef.
What?
My dad was a chef. He learned in the Army, and no real education, and he was literally a chef back in the 50s and 60s, and back when in New York State. Let's put it this way: my dad was a chef in the 50s, and came back after the war in Miami. And back then, if you were African American or black, and you were a chef, you couldn't walk on Miami Beach. You had to get escorted back to Overtown or the place you lived.
And this was the 50s.
And this in the 50s in Miami. So he's always a chef, just struggled and just worked his fingers to the bone, let's say. And I watched that growing up, and all of a sudden now I feel like closer. My father passed away 10 years ago, whatever. I almost feel closer to him now because I'm in the kitchen.
You know what he loves to do.
I have an apron on. So
let's look at that apron.
Oh,
come on, Naughty. Look at this logo.
Oh.
Hello, Miss Naughty. Look.
Thanks to my wife and her Delta sister friends hooked me up. But yeah.
I love that. So pizza, for the most part, is easy once you get the concept down.
It's never easy.
No? It's
never easy.
Okay.
Every piece of dough, first of all, on a truck, the elements are the worst. That's why a lot of people don't do this, because it's so hard to control the dough. It's all about temperature, humidity, and overproofing, underproofing dough, hot, cold. So it's hard to do this. But every piece of dough is different. So I can take 2 different boxes out, and the dough is going to be different, how it handles. So every time I stretch a piece of dough, there's something different about it. And it's just a challenge every single time. Now, I can do it, I'm blah, 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 but it's just, it's challenging, and it's fun, though. Like every time you sauce a pizza, it's a little different.
So let me ask you this. So is the challenge going to always be the dough? Because we got the cheese down, we got the veggies, we got the meats.
Probably. I mean, my challenge in this truck is I've outgrown it. Capacity. Because I only have 2 ovens. And it's not like I can par bake wings and fry them real quick. I make pizza. So it's really hard I can only make so many in advance because they only hold for so long. So I'm running into slight issues. Like tomorrow, there'll be line from here to that trailer right there. I'll have somebody helping, but it still takes time to cook every pizza. And the other thing is, one of the big differences, I decided that in Houston, it's more of a late night truck, right? Get something quick. It's a par baked crust like everyone does. It's like great. It's really good, but it's a late night. Get it in and get it out. I decided to change in Dallas. I work during the day, and I decided once I started to get feedback, I'm going after quality. I decided literally I want to make the best pizza in Dallas, and that's where I'm headed. That's where I'm going.
Okay. And so it's month 8. What's been your best month so far?
Month 6.
Which was
December.
December. Okay, that's typically a slow month for food trucks. Let's hold that thought. Let me try this pizza. Okay, so we gotta try this pizza. We're gonna try it together. You've never had brisket pizza?
Never had brisket pizza.
Anywhere. I haven't either. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. I don't know, David. David from Naughty Pizza. I don't know your middle name. Listen here, Linda. It's perfect. What the? He's laughing at me.
Thank you.
The cheese. So that's the thing, because you can't just use any cheese. Whatever. And I'm not a cheese. This is the thing, David. I'm not a cheese person. My mom tells the story to this day how I used to cry as a kid. Please don't put cheese on my burger and my sandwich. Oh. This right here.
Thank you. This is a half slice, so you get to try another half slice to get your full slice.
Baby, no, I'm going to buy one to take home. Ain't no trying no half.
Let me tell you something. Somebody came up, a repeat customer, just now, right before he came, and she bought 2 full pies. and she said, my son has issues with cheese, but this is the only pizza he can eat. I was like, oh, thank
The
you.
brisket is tender. My
Brisket's
bad.
good. Brisket's good.
Okay, I need to place an order. So can you get more? Look, I bought the brisket for the place an order.
Yeah, we gotta buy another piece of brisket.
I want my own pie. We're not
Okay.
selling my pie. I'm gonna pay for my pie. Look at David eating his own food. Chef, why you eating your own food?
I have to try it before I sell it.
Oh my God.
Seriously.
Ooh.
That's good. And the brisket's lean too. I told him.
And I like a fatty brisket, but for pizza.
No, yeah, I couldn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
want it lean. 'Cause the cheese is obviously the fat.
Mm.
And I make my own sauce every couple days.
So you know it's good. I can't stop saying
Where's my phone? You mind if I take a picture of you?
Of me eating like a fat?
No, you're not eating like fat. You're just trying the pizza. It's new.
I can't smile because I'm happy. I'm chewing.
I want to.
Happy dance.
Yeah.
I want to chime in on that. Okay, so Chef David here has just fed me a lot of pizza. Okay. Anyway, he talked about business plans. And Chef, okay, hold on. What exactly did you say about the business plans?
I said, after as many years in business as I've been and as many business plans I've written, I honestly don't believe in business plans.
Okay.
I believe in them, but you just can't live and die by them.
Thank you.
And
They have a
you
purpose.
purpose. You go and sell investors and try to get money, but when you get to that first month and you didn't sell as many slices as you thought you did, you need to go back and revisit that plan and don't.
But chime in on Chef David. Not to cut you off.
Please.
So, as someone who has been through 3 business plan competitions, first of all, business plans change over.
Yes.
And David just said it right? So you're going to be, your purpose of it is if you're looking for funding from a bank, from an investor, something like that. What you really need to create is a marketing plan. Okay, so many food trucks, I get so many that call me, I want to know how to start. That's the easy part. How are you going to generate revenue every single month? What you really need to know, and even your marketing plan is going to change.
Yeah,
because you have to test, and you have to see where your market is. So, to his point, spend much more time on a marketing plan. Do the business plan so you know what your goals are, you know what your trajectory, what you're going to project for the year. But you need to know where you're going to put this food truck every single day. You need to know how much money you're going to bring in, how many slices you need to sell, not you're going to sell.
Right.
How many slices do I need to sell to be profitable, to break even? And then if I sell anything above that, now I'm profitable.
And know what a slice costs for you to make. And
Say that again, David.
and know what a slice costs you to make.
Thank you.
And if you don't know how to do it, you can get advice. There's people know how to do a cost analysis, cost sheets. Yeah. So
And most people I've seen, David, they price their menu based off what others have done.
oh
It's
yeah.
crazy. You need
Yeah.
to, and see that's that
Yeah.
corporate in you.
Yeah.
I need to know what this is costing me, so and I'm going to include my labor in that cost.
Sure.
So I know how much every slice I'm profiting.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, again, you don't have to be militant about it because in the very beginning, I had an idea. I wanted to make the pizza. I wanted to make it. So just because it said 4 ounces, I'm like, you know what? I want 6. But then you go back after and then see what it really cost you to do it. I recently did it again. So it's a constant, valuation, reevaluation of your cost. Things change, prices change. So just got to really stay on top of it. And the other thing is, when I first started, I decided I had a saying, because everybody has an idea. You should be here, you should be there, do this, do that, and it's daunting. But I had a saying for everybody. I said, I'm just going to sell 1 slice. All I want to do is sell a slice of pizza. And when I realized I could do that, then I sold the next slice and the next slice. I started out at farmers markets. I started out as
farmers markets. Yes.
just things so you're not overwhelmed and you get to know people in the community, and all of a sudden you're doing other things and other things and other things. So yeah.
Okay, we have to backtrack for a second. You said December was your best month. Do you know how many food trucks? So depending on what part of the world you're on,
Yeah.
trucks go. So let's say January slow, February too slow. March starts to do this. April, May, summertime, June, July, August can get a little slow. People are traveling, not out. Schools are out, so you're not getting school bookings. September, October, we pick back up. But November, December, typically after Thanksgiving, people plummet.
Yeah.
What was your secret for December?
The weather in Dallas.
It was hot?
It was the most beautiful. The Christmas Day was like almost 70 degrees.
Oh
One of my biggest days was the day before Christmas.
Oh yeah, because nobody wants to cook on Christmas.
Yeah, and like I was at a really large, probably the best, well-known, biggest food truck park in Dallas, the Truck Yard, and
Oh yeah, I got the truck yard. Okay.
killing it,
Really?
killing it. And so, and yeah, and the weather was great. And every month since I started, again, I'm blessed. I've increased.
That's really good.
Up to that point. Now, because that was kind of high, it went down a bit. And January was just, the weather was terrible. So I'm hoping February. So I have the other thing I would say, advice, is for me, my Google Calendar is my life. Every minute I'm looking at the Google Calendar, because probably while we're sitting talking, I've probably been booked 2 or 3 times. So I got to get the calendar out. Can I do it? You don't want to overbook yourself, et cetera, et cetera. So I track everything on a Google Calendar. Then I have another Excel sheet where it's easier to look at. It's just literally the first, second, third for every day of the week, and I just write in where I am. So visually I can see how many days am I not booked and when can I be booked.
Okay.
And so
I gotta chime in on that. So what you're hearing here is David is very organized. That's my
Oh.
Okay, David is very organized. So if you're not this person, if you're just the culinary brains behind it, you need to find a partner that can do all of the admin work, okay?
Yeah.
Because you need, that calendar is everything. People, if you double book, some people will never book you again.
Right.
Okay? And it's so easy to happen because you're on the truck and you're busy. As he mentioned, he's looking at his calendar. So just keep that note, okay? Okay. I love that. Okay, so you're kind of right brain and left brain.
yeah, always, yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
100%. Yeah, and the other thing is realizing what events. So I'm at a point now, after 6 or 7 months, I know which events are good ones and which are bad ones. So again, I can go back to my worksheet, and say, someone called me from our XYZ apartment. Hey, do you want to be here? Hang on a second. I looked back. The last time I was at XYZ apartment, I only did this amount of money. You know what? I'm going to skip it this time because I think I could do better somewhere else, type
So
thing.
you put all that in this spreadsheet.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So you're out. So that's almost like your CRM.
Yeah.
He and I are in marketing.
Yeah,
CRM. CRM is your client relationship management system.
Yep.
It's how. I love that.
Yeah.
You created your own in the spreadsheet.
Yeah, I just like paper, some in the truck. I can pull it out real quick and look at it and see where I am. So for me, I'm like, okay, I need to book. I'm kind of making it up 23 days a month, and then I'll be good with an average of X amount per booking, and then I'm really good. So, but I know that yesterday I had a number for here, or I was somewhere else, and it was dead. I'm like, oh, so I got to do better tomorrow. So anyways, it's just a way to look at it. So instead of, again, it's just being organized. Like you can only work so many days, pick a couple of days you can have off, right? Or for appointments or this or that. But if you're booked and you stay booked, that's the best thing. And the other piece of advice, probably the best piece of advice I could give, is if you want to start a food truck, if you want it to be your business, not your hobby, you got to go all in. You have to work it full time. I will never invest in somebody that's not invested in working in full time, because as great as the intentions are, you're not going to be able to do it. You just got to be available all the time and working as many days as possible to make it a business.
Okay, so don't laugh. I wanted to get off, but I'm like, I don't know how to open it.
Yeah.
It's
weird.
I'm not sharing anything.
It's weird.
I was gonna sit right here.
No, that's fine.
Thank you, love. Hi, can I please order? I'm so excited. Okay, I want a whole pie, please.
Okay.
Brisket, that is.
Okay.
Extra purple onions.
Oh.
Red onions. Yeah, we're listen, Linda.
Okay. Extra onions. Yep.
Yes. Not like heavy, but enough where I can.
Yeah.
It's funny how you grow up and you hate onions. And you get older and your palate is like,
yeah,
give
changes.
me a burger without onions.
Yeah. Okay. Tap here for me, please.
Uh-huh.
And literally, this is so new. I'm gonna go get the brisket from my friend's truck. So it'll take like 15 minutes total to get it made for you. Okay.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I can't wait. This beautiful Sprinter van. Okay, so this is the brisket trailer that David got the brisket from. I need to meet this chef because that brisket was good. Ooh-wee. Okay.
Yes.
So you're like a one-man band on here.
Yeah, some days I have a little support, but a lot of times it's me. All right, customer, here you go.
Happy birthday to me.
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Brisket special.
Thank
Here you
so
go.
much, dear. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
before we wrap up,
I appreciate it.
any last advice? I loved how you talked about off camera. We talked about Little League teams. So that's a good place for trucks to go.
Absolutely. Any sports leagues, especially in like Texas, because all the after-school leagues and independent leagues are amazing.
I love it. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Let's see you again.
Okay, so a couple of quick takeaways from David and Naughty Pizza 214 in Dallas. Oh, okay. First one, research. Okay, so research does not just include being on Google and researching. It includes going and talking with real food truck owners. More importantly, shadowing food truck owners, okay? Like literally get on a truck, partner with a local truck, go and patronize their truck. Ask them, after you patronize it, spend money with them first, okay? After you patronize the truck, ask them, hey, I would love to learn more. Can I shadow you? Because you want to build a relationship. People don't want to just let anyone on their truck. They don't know you, okay? They don't know if you have sticky fingers or not. So make sure you do that, okay? 2, test. I always preach farmers markets to my clients. Go to farmers markets, guys. Like before you start a truck, go out there. See if people even like your food, you like your product. All right, so that's a big one. And it's the cheapest way to get some real data and some real research, some real feedback on if people like your product. Last but not least, don't be afraid to try something new. Have a seasonal menu. This man has brisket. He's partnering with another truck. He has pizza. Let's create something here. You do the same. What does someone have that you need that you can create something amazing with it? All right.